Hey, Lando.
Hi.
Be better.
Tonight? Hey, I don't think we should all sit on the same part of the couch, not gonna lie,
Alright,
Pons.
I just want to sit next to him.
D-
Alright, bro, can you simmer down with all that?
Yo, can I get up? Yo, Michael. Hey, Michael. Can I get up, please? Yo. Excuse me.
You can sit on my laptop, you want me?
You ready?
No, Lester. Can I sit down?
Ryan, go. You sit in the middle, guy. What are we doing, letting?
Oh, okay.
Oh, how do I get? Wait, hold up.
Oh,
Let
here,
me get
I'll
up.
stand. Don't worry. Alright, bro.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Alright.
What's up, guys? It's the swag. It's the. Oh wow. Yo. Okay. What's up, Swagbag? It's the Thebandawsome here. This is episode 1 of the first podcast that we're gonna be doing in GTA about the NFL this upcoming weekend. I got my co-host Little Lando sitting right next to me in the Supreme jacket, and I got a guest appearance on our first episode, Michael Ponce. How you doing, Michael Ponce?
Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well.
Doing pretty good?
How about you?
I'm doing pretty good as well. So today, what we got in store for y'all is some NFL schedule preview, some predictions. So let's get right into it. This Thursday, obviously Steelers-Ravens game canceled. That sucks. Washington at Dallas.
Oh.
And let's see. I don't even know who's starting for Dallas. Is he
It's Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Oh no. I want Washington to win it because I just hate the Cowboys, just in general. It's not a good team. I just don't like the organization. Nothing about the franchise. I just don't like them. I don't know.
It's not that I don't like the team. It's just I don't like the fans of the team. Those
That's
I
a fair
see.
point.
not gonna lie.
That is a fair point as well. The Cowboys are sitting pretty at second in the division so far.
Yeah, with 3 and 7. Let's talk about that.
that.
So this is going to be a tiebreaker between Dallas and Washington. Washington is also 3 and 7. So we shall see. I don't know I don't know if Washington has any good corners, but if Dallas can get some comparable protection, they should be just fine.
I
The
think
NFC
Washington's gonna. Oh, what were you gonna say, Michael?
I would say I think the NFC East is currently just an absolute just dogfight. They're going crazy up in the NFC East.
Indeed.
We got the Eagles sitting at 3 and 6, the Giants at 3 and 7, the Cowboys at 3 and 7, and the Washington football team at 3 and 7.
Yeah, I think the winner of this game is probably gonna be the team to make the playoffs because I don't think that the Eagles can outlast the winner of this team.
Yeah. So I'm going off the last game. Washington won 25-3, but
They also murked Andy Dalton there, so
yeah, just
I think that defensive line is gonna have their way again.
I would say yes, but then I also say no because the Dallas Cowboys just came off of a win against the Vikings.
Yeah, I guess, but it all depends on how Alex Smith plays with Terry McLaurin.
Oh yeah, that is true. I don't think there's anybody on Dallas's defense that can stop Terry McLaurin in that offense. So I guess it's gonna be a shootout.
Whose defense can make a stop first?
Yeah, or get turnovers. Let's see. Next, we have the Sunday games.
I think we got the Raiders and Falcons on Sunday.
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
At 10.
That I think the Raiders are gonna pull through with that after what they showed against the Chiefs last
Yeah,
week.
that will definitely put the Raiders. That would cement probably their playoff spot because they'll be 7-4, and they'll just need the Titans or the Colts. Basically anybody in the AFC to lose besides the Steelers and the Chiefs to get an edge because right now they're down 1 game over the Browns. Browns are 7-3 at the 6th seed.
Losing. The Falcons losing just means that they're done out of the playoffs, huh?
Yeah, they're gonna be if they lose, they're gonna be 3-8.
Yeah, there's no shot at that. Mm-mm.
So I also think Raiders probably gonna do. It's just the Raiders defense needs to get the crucial stops in the fourth quarter. That's why they didn't beat the Chiefs. They just literally let them walk down the field and score a touchdown for the
Yeah,
game
was
winner.
that not a good
Travis
look?
Kelsey have his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just not
Uh,
a good look for us. Just that last like what? It was last what 2 minutes?
It
Two
was
minute
a
defense.
minute 34 left, and Patrick
yep.
Mahomes is. And then
He's
Derek Carr has no like clutch gene, so there's that.
yeah, let's put some respect on Derek Carr's name. All right.
I don't know. He's
He's
not
been
having the
having
best season. It is
um
one of his better years, but I don't know.
he's 2,431 yards for let's see.
He has not turned the ball over. He has 19 touchdowns to 3 interceptions.
Yep, and he's 69.7% completion rating, which is pretty good.
I think that they're gonna have to rely more on their run game with Josh Jacobs. If they can get
Yeah.
that going, they're gonna be a serious problem.
hmm Let's see what's up next. We have the Chargers and the Bills. This one I definitely think Bills are coming out on top. I don't see the Chargers being able to compete offensively against their corners, and I don't feel like their defense is able to stop the Bills.
Uh, so you don't think Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert can't have another one of those games?
Mm-mm. I think Justin Herbert, they're going to get down early, and I think Justin Herbert's going to play too aggressive, and that's going to be playing right into the Buffalo Bills' defensive hands. They're going to create a lot of turnovers, and I feel like they're not the offense isn't going to be efficient enough to score on the Chargers side of the ball.
Yikes! The run game for the Bills is not very good. Their
That
lead
is
rusher
tr-
doesn't even have 100 carries.
oh wow, but Josh Allen has been cooking up, playing better than Kyler Murray. The only people that have more yards than him is Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matt Ryan, and Russell Wilson, and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh wow. Mm, so you expect Stephon Diggs to have a big game?
Him or Cole Beasley, either or, they're gonna just pop off.
Ooh, and if Casey Hayward is out, I think he's gonna have an even
Oh
better game.
wow, yeah, that is gonna be tough. Let's see. Oh, Michael, you want to do a score prediction for that Raiders game? What do you think?
Uh, I'll say solid 21-7 Raiders on top.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna go 21. Actually, no, I'm gonna do a weird score. I'm gonna do 30-15.
Or what?
Yep.
I think it's gonna be 3-21.
Wow, okay. So
I
blowouts across the boards all for the Raiders side though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next game. We have Cincinnati Bengals against the New York Giants. This one doesn't look good for the Bengals.
yeah, not a good look for them.
Just lost their franchise QB. This is another instance where who's their backup?
Ryan Finley.
Never heard of this guy.
He played last year when they benched Andy Dalton. He I don't know. Just the Bengals suck. Offensive line terrible. Their defense sometimes when they want to play they can play, but there's nothing can get going with them offensively.
So he didn't really, I guess, play a lot, but I'm looking at his. Oh no, he. In the loss to Washington on the 22nd, he was 3 for 10 for 30 yards, 30% completion rating, with one interception and 4 sacks.
What is that?
That doesn't
Oh,
look like a good stat line. This doesn't look good.
Okay, but Daniel Jones, his touchdown to turnover ratio is not very good. He has 8 touchdowns with 9 interceptions.
Yeah, it's very high.
So the defense for Cincinnati, if they decide that they want to bail out their offense again, I think that maybe they could get lucky and pull this one out.
Possibly, yep. They are playing at home, so we shall see. I mean, playing at home doesn't really matter too much. I don't even know if they have a crowd,
I
but
think Cincinnati's allowed to have a crowd.
oh yeah. So then maybe that might play into a factor, but yeah, their defense is definitely gonna have to step up. And hopefully, I mean, the Giants don't have that good of a run game after they lost Saquon Barkley. So if they
That is
force,
why Daniel Jones is their leading rusher.
yep. So if they force Daniel Jones to pass the ball, and hopefully the receivers don't should come up to play, maybe some drop passes, maybe he overthrows one, gets picked. Just whoever's gonna win the turnover battle will definitely win this game.
Right. Just going back on Joe Burrow being out. He's out with what, an ACL injury or an ACL tear?
ACL tear, MCL
And
tear,
MCL
and
tear.
structural damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it is definitely not looking good for his future either.
He's going to turn into a pocket passer, and with that Bengals offensive line, I think he's done.
Yeah.
I mean, they've already roughed him up a bit. It's not. It's not. Like, I feel bad for the kid. I feel like he didn't even have a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting murdered.
I think the Bengals should have done what the Dolphins did previous in this last week's game, where the
Yeah,
Dolphins took out Tua because he was just getting sacked and beaten up, and then he took a nasty sack where he got bent backwards. I
yeah.
think,
Another thing that the Dolphins did that Cincinnati should have done was they should have kept Andy Dalton and had Joe Burrow sit for a couple games and then get his feet wet and
yeah,
mid-season
definitely.
bye week.
I say they just pick up Josh Rosen. They find a way to get him. Josh
Off the
Rosen could be.
practice squad, out the practice squad of the Bucks.
Yep. Pick him up straight off the practice squad. Game ready. He should be good.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the next one. We got Tennessee at Indianapolis. This one I feel can go both ways depending on who controls the run. So far,
Yeah,
oh, go Landon.
I think if Indy's able to contain Derrick Henry, this is going to be a tough game because they're going to make Ryan Tannehill pass the football, which I mean he has done pretty good this season, but it's mainly because they have to stack the box with Derrick Henry lined up in the backfield. But if they're able
Yeah,
to stop Derrick Henry, it's going to be trouble.
they did get the Titans the last time they saw him did get blown out. Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry both had a pretty decent game, but it just seemed like their defense couldn't stop them. They lost 34-17. Ryan Tannehill threw for 147 yards and 1 touchdown. Derrick Henry ran for 19 carries and 103 yards. But Phillip Rivers was just a maniac, 29 for 39 for 308 yards and 1 touchdown. And their running back Nico Hines ran for 70 yards with 1 touchdown on 12 carries. Is Michael Pittman Jr. playing or is he injured?
He is playing. He is playing. He had a pretty
Okay.
good game
Yeah, the
week
last time. Well,
Wait,
last
Phillip
weekend.
Rivers playing?
Yeah,
and the week before.
I think so. I know Phillip Rivers didn't practice, but I'm pretty sure he's still playing.
Uh, as long as Tennessee can get some sort of pressure on Phillip Rivers and make him extend the play, Phillip Rivers tends to throw picks and
Yeah, Phillip
make bad
Rivers has 14
decisions.
touchdowns for 8 interceptions. Ryan Tannehill playing pretty well, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He doesn't really turn the ball over, so we will see. I believe if the Titans get out first and they can maintain a lead, they should be fine.
This is a Jadeveon Clowney game. He needs to show up.
Yep, he got traded, got a big contract. We shall
I'm sure it's
see.
worth.
Oh wow! Looking at the possible injuries, you have Malcolm Butler and AJ Brown out, so they
Oh,
don't think that's going to be a big factor. Same thing with Ryan Kelly for the Colts. That's their center,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Rock
yeah.
Dawson.
Okay, so that's okay. Well, I think if AJ Brown's not playing,
That's a done deal.
yeah, 'cause I mean, Corey Davis sometimes shows up, but AJ Brown is their deep threat receiver, big body receiver. I don't know if they can pull it
Especially
out.
after what he did to that Ravens defense last week.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Derrick Henry has carried them before. We'll see if he can carry them again.
So the
Okay.
next game is Panthers at Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think's gonna happen here?
Not gonna lie, Vikings coming off of an embarrassing loss, I can call it, because they lost to the Cowboys, and the Cowboys have been embarrassing this season so far for majority of their games. Um, I think low-key Carolina's a sleeper. I know I don't think Christian McCaffrey's playing this game, but PJ Walker showed out in his first game. He's 1-0 as a starter. Why not go
It was
2-0?
against the Lions. It was against the Lions.
It was against the Lions. That defense did a shutout. Hold up. Let me check. Have the Lions played the Vikings? They have. The Lions played the Vikings. The Lions lost 34-20. So this leads to me to believe, depending on that,
Was that with or without Delvin Cook?
that was with Dalvin Cook. Oh wait, the Vikings beat the Lions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think. Hold up. Did Dalvin Cook play last game?
Because if Dalvin Cook did not play that last game, this is gonna be a murder.
Oh wait. What I
Alright, while you try pulling that up, Lil Lando, what are your thoughts on Teddy Bridgewater and how he's been playing?
Uh, well, I'd say that he hasn't been playing up to his contract because I know that he got a pretty big one, but it was based off of what the 5 games that Drew Brees was out.
Yeah.
So I think he's underperforming. Not saying that he's playing bad, but his touchdown to turnover ratio isn't looking too good. But who does he have other than DJ Moore and Robbie Anderson? Robbie Anderson has not been playing to his potential either, and Christian McCaffrey's been out for a majority of the season. So maybe if they're able to win this game, it'll turn things around and they might be able to sneak into the playoffs.
Well, he does have 2,552 yards, I think, passing, and 13 touchdowns with 7 interceptions. So, I don't know. I don't know.
I do know. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater is playing this
That's,
next
that's,
week.
that's not a good look on us.
Is he on IR?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on injured reserve. I think Carolina can sneak this one out. The Vikings lost to the Cowboys, and Dalvin Cook ran for 100 yards. Kirk Cousins passed for 300 yards, and they still
Dang,
lost.
they really did everything they could. That defense just.
Yeah, so I feel Carolina can. I believe they can put up points with that receiver DJ Moore. He's a filthy one, and their backup running back Mike Davis has been
Mike
putting in.
Davis.
He's been putting in work.
Yeah. And another thing, I don't think Harrison Smith's going to be playing this weekend. So that's a big part of that
Oh, their
Minnesota
safety.
defense.
Yeah, that Viking safety. Oh boy. They might be low key. Vikings are 4-6. I don't know if they're making the playoffs.
They're in a division with Aaron Rodgers. That's about it.
Yeah. What are they? Hold up, let me check the NFC. So we got the Bears, Viking. Okay, so they are.
They're behind the Bears, huh?
Yeah. Bears are 5-5. Vikings are 4-6. Vikings are the ninth seed right now. They're 2 games from the playoffs. So they really need to pick
Win
it
this
up.
week.
And yeah, if they want to try to make the playoffs. They definitely, I think, are a playoff team if they play to their full potential, with Dalvin Cook hitting on all cylinders and Kirk Cousins just being a comparable quarterback, throwing it open to Justin Jefferson and dinking and ducking to Adam Thielen.
Yeah, as long as it really depends on how Kirk Cousins plays, because I know a lot of times like it looks like he gets confused reading the defense, and it's just he holds the ball for too long, and then that's it.
Yeah. So, but I feel that Carolina's gonna be able to come up with a W, and they'll probably move up into the number 10 seed.
They
With
might
an,
be able to steal that playoff spot from Tampa Bay.
yeah, maybe if I don't know. I do not know.
Tampa Bay's hasn't been playing too good. Was it
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, right, that they got destroyed by the Saints?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago they got destroyed. We'll
They
talk
came back
about
with a strong win, though, right?
yeah, but we'll talk about them later. Let me go over their game. Let's go over now the Patriots and Cardinals. So Patriots, they just came off of a win, I want to say.
Yeah,
Let's
I
see.
think they came out with a win on top of who did they play last week?
Played the
Last
Ravens.
week, no, they lost last week to the Texans.
Oh, there you go.
The week before that, they beat
They
the
beat the
Ravens.
Ravens. Yeah.
So both teams coming off of losses, but I think Arizona needs this win because they're in the division with the Seahawks and the Rams.
Yeah, definitely. If they want to stay into, if they want to stay in playoff contention, this is a must-win for the Cardinals. This is a good game to show for Kyler Murray to show that he's legit, and hopefully that Cardinals defense can probably stop um, Cam Newton. I feel like Patriots are low-key heating up. They're getting in their groove. They're getting their running game back. With Damian Harris has been popping off the past couple of games, and even though they lost last week, the Patriots, they're a good sleeper team here. They're well coached by Bill Belichick. I don't know. I
Well,
don't.
you can't really count out any Bill Belichick coach team.
Yeah, Bill
That is
Belichick is
true.
Even
he's
though
just
they have Miami and Buffalo ahead of them, I think they still have a chance.
Yeah. I
It's really a both win for both sides.
yeah,
A
I mean,
must win side.
I don't know the weather in Foxborough, but you know, if something happens crazy like a hurricane comes in like when they were playing the Ravens, I think that I'm going to give this one to the Patriots. This is my prediction. I think the Patriots are going to squeak one out here and try to just knock the Cardinals possibly into a maybe missing the playoffs. I don't know. They're still better than probably the other teams on the outside looking in, but I just feel like they're going to be in the last spot for that wild card, and a lot of teams are going to be looking for that spot.
what are some score predictions you guys got going for the Patriots game?
I
Uh,
think I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. Like
Yeah.
I think it's going to be like 20 to 14.
I think this will be the game for Arizona to show out. So I think it's going to be 28-17 Cardinals.
Okay, okay. Michael, what's your prediction?
I want to say it's gonna go 14-3 Patriots.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Um,
So a defensive battle. All right. Okay, let's go to the next game. We got Miami Dolphins, New York Jets.
oh, Jets 100% of the time. They've been popping off all season this year. They're just a team to watch out for. They're a playoff team for sure.
Oh gosh. Okay. I feel this is a comeback game for Miami Dolphins trying to get their offense together. They didn't have a good performance last week. Let's see if Tua can hopefully, get in his groove and figure.
Is Tua playing this week?
Yeah, he's playing this week. They said he was starting.
Okay.
I think this should be a good game for Tua to get back in it for the next couple games. I feel like it should for sure go to the Dolphins, obviously. But I feel like Tua, if he steps up his game for sure, he should be in it for the next couple weeks. And I don't really know what to say, to be honest.
I think he's going to get his confidence back this game. Last week he didn't have a very good game. I think he only had like 80 yards passing, and then they did bench him in the fourth
I
quarter,
mean,
right?
Yeah, I
can you
believe
really
so.
blame him?
Yeah, I mean, their offense was pretty stagnant, and then he did take a nasty sack. They didn't really have a good run game. Their running back only had 43 yards on 12 carries. So, if
And
Devontae
then,
Parker and Jakeem Grant can show out this game, they
yeah,
should
and
be.
then on top of that, that Dolphins defense is definitely a top defense in the
Yeah,
league.
this is.
So
I feel this is a must-win game. Dolphins are 6-4. They're going up against the Jets. Haven't won a single game. They should get their offense in a groove. After this game, if they win, they'll be 7-4. And if the Raiders lose, Raiders might be out of the playoffs, and Dolphins will be put in that last wild card spot as a 7 seed. I
it'll
feel
still be
like,
a fight, but the Dolphins would have to lose two for, and the Raiders would probably have to win out.
yeah, because the Dolphins, they can probably capitalize. Dolphins play Jets, Cincinnati. Then they play the Chiefs. By the time they get to the Chiefs, they'll be a 8-win team.
Yeah,
If
beat
they
him in
lose to the
3.
Chiefs, 8-5, they play the Patriots. I do think that defense is nasty. They'll probably beat them, but we'll talk about them later. We'll talk about the Dolphins in the playoffs later. What's the next game, Landon?
We got the Browns at Jacksonville Jaguars.
This one, I'm thinking is gonna go to the Browns. I mean, they lost OBJ, but I don't
Baker
see the
Mayfield's been
Jacks.
playing better without OBJ,
Yeah, I guess you can say that.
but the
Their running
Browns are
game.
going to be without Denzel Ward and without Miles Garrett this week.
Oh, okay. I still think this is gonna go to the Browns. I think it's gonna be a possible shootout depending on how Jake Ludon, what's his name?
Lutton?
Lutton. There you go. If he's not getting pressured, I feel like he's gonna have a really good game and they'll be able to put up points. And if James Robinson they usually do good when James Robinson's able to run the ball, score touchdowns for them, and not rely on their quarterback. So
There's always, you can tank to get Trey Lance,
that,
right?
yeah, no,
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence. Well, that's probably gonna go to the
Trevor
Jets.
Lawrence is gone.
Yeah, that's going. He's going to the Jets. I mean,
Poor
that's an
guy.
interesting position because they got Sam Darnold and they're possibly going to pick Trevor Lawrence. I don't know. It's an interesting situation
I
there.
think Sam Donald's a goner. He
Probably
might be able to
he might get the
reestablish his
Josh Rosen
place.
treatment.
Oh no, don't
Nah,
disrespect him.
he definitely will not be getting no Josh Rosen treatment. That's for sure.
Okay. Let's move on to the next game. Next game, Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. Let's just
I think
hope
we
I
should say
can.
that. Wait, I think we should say that for last. Personally, I think we save that game for last.
Oh,
Okay, let's talk
okay.
about the Rams and the Niners.
Rams and the Niners. Alrighty.
Niners playing at Los Angeles.
They're playing in SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Rams got the new stadium they've been playing in. Not gonna lie, they didn't have a good performance going up against the JV team, I like to call them. The first time, Goff, gave Tom Brady a lot of opportunities to come back in last night's or Monday's game. I don't know if he's gonna have as good of a performance as he did against the Buccaneers. He had to throw 51 passes. I mean, Rams' run game has been
Inconsistent.
inconsistent and irrelevant. They couldn't even close the game with the run with the run. But
That really came down though because the Bucks have one of the top run defenses in the league, and that offensive line kind of not so good when it comes to running the ball. They get pushed around like they're on skates.
yeah, and you guys lost Andrew Whitworth. I feel if the 49ers corners can at least hold one of your receivers, like not let Josh Reynolds have a good game and not let Robert Woods and just let Cooper Kupp, like just let one receiver try to beat you and lock up everybody else. I think the 49ers have a fighting chance.
I do not. I think this is gonna be a Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald game. They're gonna kill it. That offense is not moving the ball. And I think this week Jimmy Garoppolo comes back, right? Let me see.
I'm not sure.
Is Tyler Higbee in or out this for this game?
I think he just didn't practice today.
That's, bro, gotta stay on
Tyler
that grind.
Higbee's questionable so far. I'm looking at the injury report. It doesn't say Jimmy G's not playing.
It does not say that Jimmy G's playing.
No.
Oh, but we have K'Wan Alexander with a 2-game suspension.
Let's see.
That is one of their starting corners.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Deebo Samuels doesn't play. That's going to be an even worse matchup for the Niners.
But it is a hamstring injury, so it says he's limited in practice on Wednesday. We'll see how that goes. And then Tevin Coleman has a knee issue, also questionable.
I don't know. I think this would be the game for the Rams to blow out the Niners.
I think if the Rams can't blow out the Niners, I don't believe they're a playoff team. But if I think this is the game to show if they are legit or not.
What are your score predictions, guys? Let's start with Michael.
Let's see. Michael, you can go first, but go before me. What's your score prediction?
I don't think it's gonna be a high-scoring game, mainly because I don't think either offenses can move the ball too much. I think it's gonna be probably like a 7-10 game, something close.
Okay.
7-10 going Rams.
What about you, Ryan?
Last time Jimmy G played, 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. George Kittle's a monster.
George Kittle is actually done for the season, so I don't know.
That's not a good look right now.
Oh, that's on me. That is on me.
He has some fucking broken toe.
Raheem's also out for the season, huh? It's gonna be Jarrett McKinnon and possibly Telvin Coleman.
Yeah, not a good look for the Niners.
I still think they can. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. I'm going 49ers 14-10.
I'm going the completely opposite. I think it's going to be 35-14 Rams.
Oh, okay.
The defense is going to have 1 touchdown this
Okay.
I think the defense is gonna have all the touchdowns. Both sides of the ball.
On both sides of the ball.
They're not gonna be sure who to pass it to. I think Jalen Ramsey's gonna eat this game, to be honest.
Yeah, he's been quiet the last couple of weeks. He's been letting his teammates make the plays.
He's okay.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
He gets Darius Williams in position to succeed, you know? Like when he got the 2 picks again.
That's why Chris Godwin just went up and over him, and then Mike Evans struck him for a touchdown.
Yeah, but Tom Brady did throw 2 picks to the 199th pick.
Yeah, you just wanted him make him feel good. Okay, next game we have Denver and New Orleans. New Orleans is going to Denver. I feel New Orleans is pumping on all cylinders. Even though they don't have Drew Brees, Taysom Hill allows them to run the football effectively. I feel like New Orleans is just a better version of the Ravens, even though their defense isn't as good as the Ravens, but offensively, they're just a better version of the Ravens. They got a budget beast in Taysom Hill, who is able to pass the ball, which makes their offense dynamic because they got Alvin Kamara. Then they can throw it to Alvin Kamara, run it with Alvin Kamara, throw it with Taysom Hill, run it with Taysom Hill, and then they just got playmakers all around.
Yeah, I think that this is going to be the game for Taysom Hill to show that he can lead the franchise once Drew Brees leaves.
Or at least get a big contract like Teddy Bridgewater, you know what I mean? 5 games, just go 5-0 real quick and secure the bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
Taysom Hill is going to show that he has the arm strength this week.
What about you, Michael?
'Cause last week he had a couple balls that weren't there.
I don't know how to feel about this game. I feel like Drew Lock is gonna go dummy stupid.
What's the music that he listens to? You guys know the music and what is he gonna be blasting that in the stadium pregame?
I think he listens to like T-Pain and a bunch of that.
Oh, okay.
For sure. Nah, I think it's for sure gonna go towards the Saints.
R.I.P. Droopy Drew.
Bro, he has 7 touchdowns with 11 interceptions. I don't.
Who, Drew Lock?
Yeah. Doesn't have 1,000 yards yet, but he did miss a couple games.
Alright,
Yeah.
we'll give him that, but we won't let him sit nice for having 11 picks with 7 touchdowns.
Not a good look.
Y'all are burying Droopy Drew. How dare you.
Hey, nothing bad about him except the 11 picks.
Alrighty.
Except the football part.
On to the next game. We got Chicago Bears going to Green
We
Bay.
skipped one.
What do you mean?
Chiefs at Tampa Bay.
Oh, my bad. Okay. This one, I feel the Cardinal. Whoa, yo, who are we talking about? Buccaneers. There we go.
Good one, eh?
Just making sure you guys are paying attention, eh?
Alright, thanks. I'm on my toes, don't worry.
Buccaneers, they're gonna come back. They just got a crucial, harsh loss against the Rams. Still in the playoffs, though, but they're in the wild card spot. They're not gonna play a good defense. Hopefully these corners on the Buccaneers will play better. I know that Chiefs got the dynamic offense, but they have been playing from behind in a lot of their games, and I feel like playing from behind against Tom Brady, even though he hasn't been playing to his standards, I feel the Buccaneers can probably squeak one out here.
Hot take right there.
You want to go, Michael?
I was gonna say I don't know what the Bucs defense can do really about the dynamic offense that the Chiefs have. Patrick Mahomes, no one like big is out for Chiefs. I don't think there's no big missing factors for the Chiefs. They have a solid offense all around. I think this one should be a high-scoring game for the Chiefs at least. I think the Bucs are gonna have a good little fight, but I think this one's going to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that dynamic offense is definitely going to be more through the air. I think we shouldn't expect a big run game from Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
You should expect to see them out of the backfield receiving, being able to be put in space and have their game. I think Travis Kelce's going to have another big game this week. Tyreek Hill might be able to do some damage to that weak passing defense.
Yeah, their corners were not playing good against the Rams, and the weapons of the Chiefs were way better than
the
Rams. So, but I feel Buccaneers, they got their linebacker core and their D-line. If they can get home, put some pressure. That's the one reason why the Raiders had to play soft zone coverage against Mahomes, and he just cut them to pieces. If the Buccaneers can get pressure, I feel like this is going to be a closer game than people think, especially because the Chiefs do not have a good defense at all.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing that the Chiefs lack is defense. But
I mean, if you could score 150 points in a game, I feel like you don't have a high chance of losing. That's just my. But if your offense is so good, your offense could be your defense. To be completely honest with you.
That is true, but if the Buccaneers offense, because they're going up against a bad defense, if Ronald Jones can have himself a game, control the clock, keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline, this might be whoever does the good clock management.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The only way that the Bucks win this game is if they're able to control the clock and their defense is able to get big stops.
Alrighty. Next game, Packers, Chicago. This is a rivalry game. Primetime NBC, 8:20 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time. Come on.
Yep,
No,
yeah, Pacific
it's
Standard.
fine.
My bad, that's on me. Nick Foles has not been having himself the year that everybody's
He's
been
dead.
thinking.
No, he's dead.
Murdered.
I don't know if you saw this. Left on a stretcher. He's done.
Not a good look for him. You
That
really
boy
don't like to
gone.
see
I
it.
think we might see fourth quarter Mitch. Not gonna lie.
Maybe. Jair Alexander is not playing for the Packers.
Guys, can confirm Aaron Rodgers is alive. Thought he was like in a nursing home. Didn't know.
Oh, you would think when they drafted Jordan Love they were gonna put him there, but I guess not.
Really would have.
But the Bears also, they got Allen Robinson, Mitchell Trubisky. Let's see, he hasn't been playing for a while, but the 3 games he did play, 3-0. Perfect on the season so far. They don't got Cordell Patterson. He's been good on special teams. He's questionable for this week's game. Danny Trevathan on defense, really good linebacker. He's also questionable. But they got Khalil Mack. They got some dogs in the trenches. And that Packers run defense, I mean, if David Montgomery has himself a game, Bears can easily win this. I think it's the same thing with the Bucks. They keep Aaron Rodgers on the sideline. They can control the game, run the ball. If Mitchell Trubisky doesn't turn the ball over, Bears, I think, have a good shot at winning this game.
They just gotta play how you play in Madden. Just constantly run the ball.
I don't think that the Packers dropped 2 straight. They came off that loss, the heartbreaking loss against the Colts in overtime. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to play angry and aggressive, and he's going to light up that defense.
Okay.
Even with Khalil Mack getting on him.
Even with Khalil Mack. Okay. Okay, do you guys want to do Pittsburgh, Baltimore, or Philadelphia and the Seahawks?
We just save it for last at this point. We already.
Okay. Well, let's just talk about it. The primetime game on Sunday, Chicago, Green Bay, rivalry game. Chicago's 5-5, Green Bay is 7-3. I don't know if you call that a primetime game. And then Monday night's game, Seattle, Philadelphia. I don't know how this is a primetime game either. Seattle is a decent team.
Seattle's
7-3.
defense sucks.
Okay, bro.
We'll
Hey,
get to that.
we'll go into that one, eh?
But the Eagles are 3-6-1. They got a tie. And they're first in their division.
Not gonna lie, I think this is gonna
yeah,
make
bro.
Carson Wentz look like Patrick Mahomes this week.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, Carson Wentz against bad defenses so far, he's been putting up pretty good numbers. But there have been talks I've been seeing on Twitter. Some people are saying, hey, maybe give the keys to Jalen Hurts, bench Carson Wentz.
Yeah, for a while they've been saying that Carson Wentz isn't the problem. Like they've been using this excuse that everybody's been hurt and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know that can be the excuse anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, quick question. Why am I looking at this, and I'm seeing that Russell Wilson is apparently leading the Seahawks in rushing yards.
Yeah,
That's a
Yep.
hot take.
he does not
Yeah.
even have like 400 yards on the season, but for sure.
I do
He has
think
55 carries. He's just, I don't know.
Seattle can probably still win this. They need to win this to stay in competition with their division, even though the defense is absolute garbage. Eagles have lost 2 straight, and I feel like they're just going to keep on losing. I think they're going to choke this division away to like the Cowboys or the
It
Washington.
really isn't even a division at this point,
Hey,
dude.
just throw the whole division away at this point. 3-6-1, and you're leading the division. Come
Uh,
on.
Take one of the wild card teams instead of an NFC East team.
yeah.
If you want the playoffs to be competitive, just get rid of these guys. Some teams are gonna tank just to play the Eagles first round. I don't see it getting better.
Yep. And the last game we're going to be talking about, Steelers-Baltimore. No question about it. This should have been played on Thursday. So, we got screwed over again, the Steelers. Because of people not being able to follow COVID protocols. Shaking my head, SMH. But, Steelers came off of a dominant performance against Jacksonville. Versus the Ravens the first time they went into Baltimore. And they had a pretty sketchy first half, might I say, but pulled it out in the final half, fourth quarter, I guess you can say. Lamar Jackson couldn't show his clutch genes. This was going to be a game to prove if he can play in prime time. They're hiding him away on Sunday night. I mean, not even giving us the Sunday night game. We're getting the 1 o'clock game. So hopefully I can watch this game, from California. I haven't been able to watch them recently. The Steelers, I just want to see them dominate. We're going to play angry. Everybody's pissed in the Steelers organization. We were going to have a 10-week bye. Now we're not. I feel like we're going to murder the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, dude. We're going to murder them. Big Ben's playing nice. He's in an MVP caliber season. Claypool's playing nice. Juju's playing nice. Our defense is getting after it.
Hot take: Baltimore's taking this game.
Yo.
Lamar's gonna have the game of his life. He's gonna find everybody. I don't know where the defense is gonna be. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know.
That defense is gonna give Pittsburgh some trouble for sure.
Definitely, but I don't know if J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram are playing because they tested positive for COVID.
Calais Campbell and Matt Skura are out.
All right, I would like to take everything I just said back. Pittsburgh, 97-0. W.
Oh no, I still think Baltimore could win.
Mark Andrews is questionable. They're missing key offensive linemen. I don't know
if you could say key offensive linemen. Their offensive line kind of just.
No, Ronnie Stanley.
What? There's an offensive line.
Oh well, he's been out.
Yeah.
So it doesn't.
But he played in the first half against the Steelers.
Oh yeah, and then y'all killed him.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that scares me is Joe Hayden. Hopefully he plays. Hopefully he's good. We literally just got back Mike Hilton. Our corners are kind of cruised. They're kind of old. But we got Minka, and then we got the front seven. We're going to get after it. I know TJ Watt's going to have himself a game. I feel like Big Ben, if we can get after it, we can get a turnover from Lamar Jackson like we did the first game. Robert Spillane, come in clutch, baby. Let's get a pick six starting off again. Lamar has yet to throw for 200 yards in any of his games.
Okay.
And
yeah,
if that...
But this is a need for the Ravens. Like, they're behind the Browns one game, right?
Yep.
And then
They're behind.
If they lose, they'd be down 5 to the Steelers.
Yep.
They need this game. And I think Lamar Jackson's going to play up to his potential this game.
Yep.
Put the team on his back.
Last two games, they've been in dogfights. I think they're going to keep it up, go in another dogfight, and I think they're going to come out with this win.
Oh, man. Okay. Score predictions. We'll do score predictions.
And you started off.
I think we're going 27 to 24 Ravens.
Okay. Michael?
I want to say 21. Yeah, I'll go 21-24. Ravens.
I'm going to go 30 to 14.
Yeah, what a guy.
Wow.
Steelers fan, eh?
Steelers. Lamar doesn't have his top receiver in Mark Andrews, even though he plays tight end. I don't think Marquise Brown is having a good game.
Have a game. No.
We'll see about that.
Bro, I know Marquise Brown plays Ultimate Team. He needs himself to do that.
Bro, this is I don't know. It's gonna be an ultimate. It's ultimately gonna be a
If Calais
dogfight. It's
Campbell,
gonna be a great game to watch.
I
Calais
just
Campbell's
don't
out.
I don't see them
Out.
coming into Pittsburgh and beating us in Pittsburgh. They might have been able
It
to beat us in
doesn't matter.
Baltimore.
There's no fans in
It
Pittsburgh.
doesn't matter.
doesn't
We're a
matter.
well-coached team. Lamar Jackson yet to prove he can be clutch.
MVP candidate, by the way. Hello.
Who, Lamar?
Is he
Yeah.
not?
No,
I swear. That's
not
a bad
this
look
year.
on me. That was
Not
on me.
this
But-
year.
But
That was on me,
you
boys.
know who Ryan thinks is an MVP candidate is
Let's
Ben
talk about
Roethlisberger.
it. Big Ben.
He's definitely not an MVP caliber candidate. Okay, he okay. Look, you go 8-8 last year. So far, you're 10-0. But the teams that you played last year compared to the teams that you played this year, they have not been nearly as high as a level.
Okay, but the fact that nobody was thinking we were going to be this good. We lost Le'Veon Bell. We lost Antonio Brown.
That was years ago, bro. Get over
That happened.
Bro, get
Last
over Antonio Brown.
year.
Alright? Antonio Brown doesn't love you.
it.
All
Yeah,
right.
facts.
I think you guys got Chase Claypool and Juju, who are both studs, but I don't know.
Our receivers are loaded. The only thing that's holding our offense back is our running attack. We're not running it efficiently. Other than that, Big Ben's playing out of his mind. I'd say at
Big
this
Ben's gonna be
point,
scrambling all day.
in these stages, like in this season, Big Ben's better than Tom Brady this season.
That's not saying much. Tom Brady sucks
Brady-
this year.
Tom Brady doesn't have the coach of his life. Tom Brady isn't getting coached by
Tom
his
Brady has
father.
all of those weapons and he still can't do anything. Tom Brady's not that good this year.
I don't know all those weapons. He has some solid
Dude,
weapons, but
He has Mike
Mike
Evans,
Evans,
Antonio
Chris
Brown,
Godwin.
yeah,
and-
Chris Godwin, and then
Not
he
gonna lie
has
though,
Leonard Fournette
Antonio
and Rojo
Brown
coming out of the backfield.
I don't think Antonio Brown's playing up to standards because this is like his second game,
Well, yeah, they signed him
and he's been out of the
I say-
league for like
I mean,
2 whole years. I know he had some drop passes.
I will say if you put Big Ben in Tom Brady's shoes, I don't think he'll be. I think he'll be phenomenal, like phenomenally better compared to
Yeah,
him.
I think Ben
Uh,
Roethlisberger has arm strength too. Tom Brady at 45 years old cannot sling the rock as far as he used to. Not gonna lie.
All right, buddy. I don't know what you expect out of him. He's gonna retire in like as soon as his contract's over. I give him his contract and he's done so.
Ryan, you might have to edit this part out. I think the reason that Ben Roethlisberger's arm is so strong is from
Okay,
his-
hey. Simmer down for a moment.
Okay then.
Keep it in there.
That,
I don't think that's what she said, to be honest.
Okay, let's just go into playoff now. Let's go
She
into
definitely
playoff.
said no.
Okay.
Alright.
Let's talk about next episode. Playoffs. Tune in for playoffs. Maybe NBA, but definitely playoffs for the NFL and college football. We will be talking about that on the next podcast. Thank you for tuning in, swag bags. We'll be back with another episode. I'm signing out. Thebandawsome. Little Lando, you have any last words?
No.
Our guest speaker, thank you for coming in today, Michael Ponce. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you for having me. I didn't really say much, but
We know your expertise is not in football. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm a baseball player. But
We'll come back during baseball season.
Yeah,
all right,
baseball
we'll
season. We'll come back.
have me back on. Can I just say one last thing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Adrian Murguia likes Shanies.
And that's it, folks.